Canelo comes out and does what Canelo should do, Canelo wins the fight. If Canelo comes out and does what he shouldn't do, Crawford wins the fight.
But with Crawford, what are Crawford's keys to victory when you are fighting someone like Canelo, who, albeit maybe not in height, but in stature, is a much bigger man than him?
Control the center of the ring.
What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
I say Terence win. Yes.
What? Terence win over Canelo?
Yes, Terence win.
The boxing world is abuzz with predictions as Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford have officially signed for a mega fight. Opinions are divided among legends and analysts. Some believe Crawford's skill set gives him a legitimate chance to win, while others argue that Canelo's size and power will be too much to overcome. Boxing icon Mike Tyson disapproves of the matchup, pointing out that Crawford struggled against Israel Madamov due to size and awkwardness, suggesting that moving up to 168 bulbs to face Alvarez is a risky decision.
What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight, you know, and he had a close fight with the last guy he fought, Terence, because this guy was big and he was awkward. He was really awkward. He shouldn't have fought that guy. He should have fought a guy that would just come straight at him. The guy was too awkward.
He's herky-jerky, yeah.
David Benavidez has an intriguing perspective on the fight, believing Terence Crawford has a real chance to win. In fact, Benavidez wouldn't be surprised if Crawford pulled off an upset, citing his skills, mindset, and relentless work ethic as key factors in defeating Canelo.
It's going to come to fruition in September. What are your thoughts on that bout?
I have nothing to say. It's a good fight, and it's a good fight. I wish both of them the best.
All right, next question. Do you use that for motivation at all? Like Canelo's, like, you know?
I definitely do use that as motivation because if I was such an easy fighter and target, he would have came and beat me already. Just for him not fighting me lets me know how dangerous I am.
How would you approach a fight?
Is there scissors? Is there scissors? Ask for scissors. Go ahead.
How would you approach a fight with Terence Crawford if it was you against Crawford?
To be honest with you, if I fought Terence Crawford, I would definitely use my size, my reach, my weight to my advantage. Crawford is a very smart fighter, but I guess thankfully I'm not fighting.
However, at the same time, Benavidez admits he isn't in favor of the fight. He acknowledges that Canelo is the biggest payday in boxing, making him a target for many fighters. However, he personally disagrees with Crawford moving up so much in weight to take on the challenge.
Crawford throwing his hat in to want to fight Canelo at 168.
I mean, everybody wants to fight Canelo. It's the money fight, you know what I mean? I think even Inoue would come up to fight Canelo if Canelo wanted to fight him. I mean, I don't want to see Crawford to fight Canelo, to be honest with you, but it would be. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a great fight. It would be a great fight, but I feel like if I deserve my opportunity, and and after this fight, what else are you gonna say? You know what I mean? This is a tough fight. You know, the top WBC, the top people ranked at WBC are fighting each other. So I mean, it shouldn't be. It should be an easy call. If I can't get those fights, then I'll go up to fight Bivol, or I'll go try to, you know, I set my conquest on 175. Like I said, I don't want no handouts either. I want to, you know, earn my spots everywhere I go, even at 175. But you know, I see that weight class. You know, I want to become champion at 175.
Oleksandr Usyk, a master technician himself, views this fight as a clash of size versus skill. He recognizes that Canelo is the naturally bigger fighter, which will be a factor. However, Usyk believes skill outweighs size, giving Crawford the edge. In his eyes, Crawford is the sharper, more technically gifted boxer, and as Usyk puts it, skills win fights.
A potential fight between Canelo and Terence Crawford. How do you see that fight? Who do you
like? Terence. It's
wow.
My friend, but it's crazy man. Listen, I say Terence win. Yes.
What? Terence win over Canelo.
Yes, Terence win. But listen, Terence is different man. Terence work in две стойка.
Two sides.
Two sides.
Right.
And
right.
switch hitter.
Yes.
Switch
Yes.
hitter.
Yes.
Right and left. But it's very smart man. It's very smart. But feel distance and place.
Adjustments.
Spacing,
Exactly.
boxing.
You don't think the weight difference will be a factor too much?
Mario, you're asking him?
That's why. That's why I'm asking exactly.
Canelo big, yeah. Canelo too. It's a good boxer, but I say Terence.
Wow.
Roy Jones Jr., another boxing legend, has offered his prediction for the fight, seeing two possible outcomes. He believes that if Canelo enters the ring in peak condition and fights to his full potential, he will win. However, if Canelo is not at his best, Terence Crawford will capitalize and secure the victory. For Jones Jr., the outcome hinges entirely on which version of Canelo shows up that night.
Yeah, because a lot of people are saying like, hey, forget about Canelo. That was a tough fight with Madrimov. Go ahead and give Boots a shot. Give Boots the chance. But Eddie's saying, hey, I think Crawford's saying, hey, give me the Canelo fight or I'm not fighting. I'm done.
Why? What he got to prove to Boot? Boot trying to take over and start beating the guys around him, prove that he's the best of that group. Bud is in a group above him. Bud don't need to come back down to 47 to meet him. That's crazy. Why would he? Bud looking to try to make history and get out. Get his big bank and get out. His big bank is who? Canelo. He willing to take that gamble, see if he can beat him. If he beats him, he may go fight Benavidez next. If he don't beat him, he say, okay, I took it as high as I could go. I'm done.
That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if he gets the win. Like, oh my God.
Sean Porter, who has shared the ring with Terence Crawford, has some concerns about this matchup. While he acknowledges Crawford's toughness and resilience, he questions whether he can withstand Canelo's power. Porter knows firsthand how physically strong Crawford is, but against a fighter like Canelo, who has knocked out bigger opponents, it could be a different story. He believes that while Crawford's defensive skills are excellent, taking punches from Canelo will be a serious challenge.
The others say like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo has, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out, you know what I mean? So
Amir Khan, who has faced Canelo in the past, is outright warning Terence Crawford to avoid this fight. Having experienced Canelo's power firsthand, Khan believes it's a risk Crawford shouldn't take. He argues that moving up to 168 lobs is simply too big of a leap and could end badly for Crawford.
I don't think that should happen. Look, I like Crawford, and I think Canelo is a beast that way. Honestly, I would advise Crawford not to do that.
Canelo versus Jamel Charlo playing out.
I think Canelo just outboxes. Well, no, doesn't outbox him, but I think just outpowers him and beats him to the punch. And you do give Canelo does have some sort of like decent speed as well. So I think Canelo just wins that fight easy.
It'd be a knockout.
Could be, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard.
Former champion Caleb Plant believes Terence Crawford's strength and unique boxing style make him a dangerous opponent in any fight. While he acknowledges the weight difference as a factor, he also highlights Crawford's proven ability to adapt. Plant thinks Crawford's boxing IQ and strategic approach could play a key role, making the fight more competitive than many expect.
Terence is not a regular guy, you know what I'm saying? He's special. And, Canelo, he's a top-notch fighter, world-class fighter, still on the pound-for-pound list, I'm sure towards somewhere near the top, and it's exciting. Terence is freakishly strong. He can punch. He's got good crack. He can fight from both ways. Orthodox, southpaw. He can fight at mid-range, close range, outside, and he can fight going both ways. So it's exciting. It's exciting. It's a big question mark on the end of it, though. So that's why I'm sure all of us are excited for that bell to ring and be able to find out firsthand.
Teofimo Lopez isn't giving Crawford much of a chance in this fight. According to him, Canelo is simply too big, too strong, and too experienced at higher weights. Lopez believes that sooner or later, Canelo will land a powerful shot that will end the fight by knockout.
What round does Crawford get knocked out? I'm gonna put 8.
let's put it on the universe. So I'm gonna put it on 8. 8. And if it goes the other way, I 8. You know, I 8. So yeah, Ryan joined Eddie Reynoso also. That'd be cool, man. We all get work. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have our own underground boxing, me and Ryan, before we fight.
Ryan Garcia shares a similar view to Teofimo Lopez, believing Canelo's size and strength will be too much for Crawford to handle. While Garcia respects Crawford's skills, he doubts he has the physicality needed to compete with a fighter like Canelo at 168 bulbs.
That's going to be a great fight too. I can't believe they made that happen. So yeah, Turkey's been making a lot of great fights happen. You can't really hate on it. But I'm excited for that. I know Canelo, he's so big, so strong, and I think he'll be just too big. I mean, weight classes matter for a reason, right?
He said Teofimo and Boots are going to be on your October undercard.
Oh, yeah,
and
I
the
heard
winners
that.
would fight each other. Is
I
that what you were told?
I didn't know that, but I'm
What do you think of that?
I don't care. Yeah, let's do it. I wanted to fight Teofimo too.
No, last one. I gotta do this. I agree with you that there's just like there's a lot of sanctioning bodies, there's a lot of promoters, there's
Yeah.
more testing organizations, not just one.
100%.
Tell me about that. Why are you so adamant about no lot?
I think that when a coach is pushing a certain organization, it just strikes me off weird. And for it to be like a mandatory thing, like why can't I use another organization, you know? But again, I don't want to talk about them because, you know,